It's too hot, bro. That bull hat off my head. Jesus Christmas. That motherfucker hot, boy. Shit. Are you kidding me? He just want to play, bro. I'm not playing right now. I'm gonna close it here shortly, bro. Just let it cool off. I don't know if they got radiation or something going on around here because it's been hot on nowhere. I thought the heat was on. The heat ain't even on. I'm not taking my hand off, man. You want to play the feather, bro. Don't worry about the feather. You're being too cynically funny. Yo, Mikey, what's going on? Just waiting for a few people to come in and sit their ass still. It's not like they're going to work. Hey, what's going on, man? What's up, Bubba? Where your cats at? I saw one running outside. Like over there? Oh, that's the girl? Yeah, she came back to the door. I knocked on nobody answered. You know, there's a couple of dogs that do run around here, right? Huh? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You want to see the cat? No, what? Hot. Man, it got hot, bro. That's why you came out. What? It's like the blue sky where it's setting at, and nothing but clouds over here, and there ain't even no rain. You know what's going on, right? I mean, I'm not conflicted. I'm just saying, you know. It's common. Is that my sock on the bed, man? Did you jump up there with my sock from down there in the dirty clip? Boy, you doing too much, cuz. So what's going on, beloved? Yeah, you know, hey, Rhonda, what's going on? Oh, what's going on? So, yeah, I'm just waiting for some more people to come in, Mom, because I'm not going to sit here, you know, and I know that they be hiding stuff, trying to discourage and all that. I'm never discouraged. I don't feel no kind of way. But you know how they do. You know what I mean? They put up all this guideline stuff. This was so funny. I be laughing. I got a book and I'm sure. I be laughing at how they put up all this guideline stuff, right? And they be the biggest monkey breakers of the guidelines. The stuff is funny, man. I'm going to read something, but I'm going to read something based on the history of the Giants, Arizona, Nevada, New York, blah, blah, blah. Make some corrections to some fake history and made up stuff. And you see the picture there? That's a real Paiute, a Negro. You feel me? I mean, mushroom, bolognese, no meat. With semolina pasta and pesto sauce, and I put about 4 tablespoons of all natural, organic, well, you know, homemade sauce. And it looks like a lot, but it's not. I'm not eating no bread. The pasta you would think is, you know, because it's not white. And but I'm doing my best to stay away from eating anything white. That shit is no good for you. As far as what they got right now, you know, they're poisoning everything. At least by what's going around and what we know. As far as ingredients, those who know how to make stuff, you know. But I'm going to get into a little history correction. You know, because they always want to whitewash stuff. You know? We're not going to allow for that no more. And there's no light, Papa. He's jumping on the little light moving around. He gets it fixed on it and wants to attack it. Might be some helpful spirits or something Whatever spirits mean. But yeah. You got it, Papa? You got it? Papa? Like little brother. Papa. I sound like Papa, but it's Baba. I was hungry because I didn't eat for it. I was like, yo, I gotta eat something. So getting a headache or something. I had my watermelon and all that. I was like, man. I gotta eat something. I'm gonna show y'all the book I got right quick. No. You stick your head in there. I know it's a book in here. Let's go see what it is. You want to play with the plastic? No, we can't do that, Papa. No, Papa. We can't do that. You want to play with it? Here you go. Here you go. Get it. Get it. Get it. Demonology by King James I. Forgotten books. So this is going to be a good read. I'll probably sit up here once I get over here and go through it a little bit. And I'm not going to add it to nothing else. I'm going to read that alone. Don't worry, we're going to be reading. I'm just going to read something else. Like I said, you see the top, you see the thumbnail. I'm just attempting to finish this till I don't want to get cold. It's about, what was the temperature one out? I think it was like 48, 50, 54, 48 degrees, something like that. I know inside my truck, it was like 50 something. So it was like 48 degrees. Which didn't feel that cold at all. It didn't feel like nothing to me. I call this the weird 40s. I know the people see me in the morning with no shoes on and t-shirt or tank top, with shorts or sweatpants or pajama pants. I'm grounding and it's like 30, 20 degrees outside in the snow, whatever. Like every year they see me and they're like, and I'm as sick or anything. But I'm not going to explain nothing to them. Even if they would have asked me, I used to, but not now. I will never explain anything to them beyond their comprehension. Trust me. Anyway, I see they still want to hide. Now, I guess when they hear me call them cowards, they think that's emotional. No, a coward's a coward. It doesn't matter if it's man-like, man-made, whatever. It's, you know what I'm saying? Hey, $6, what's going on, beloved? Let's go ahead and get into the reading, because then when we start reading, they're going to be like, because usually they want to just take over because that's the power they have. You know, if I created the platform, everybody do what you want to do. As long as you ain't running around murdering one another and you're getting recorded, all right? It's enough that the people that control these platforms, they love watching snuff films and all that. But you would never know it. Oh, that was pretty good. So I'm going to take this right now. Just, you know what? I'm going to take it before I go to sleep. I'm going to take it right now. Nope. I'm going to just let it be. I'm going to take nothing. Anyway. This is the lemon and lime in that water is pretty strong. No charcoal, except for this. When I put the water, this water was actually, I filled this one up earlier this morning. And it's been up here, and it's cold. It's been up here with me, for me and him, Bubba, right? And we was drinking this water, and he go crazy because it's cool. And I'm like, I like the cool, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I woke up this morning, yesterday morning, it was like 50-something degrees. Like, I like that. Like, all my boys, right, they were ladies, like the house at 72, in the summertime, I'm like, I don't turn on that, and I open up everything. The back door, the front door be unlocked. Like, you come in here if you want to. I got cameras, but you come in here if you want to. And my thing shakes violently. Like any movement, not from the cat. I have it where the cat, it don't even bother me. But if I walk in and the phone's in my pocket, it, like, I mean, I can feel it on the bed. Like if you put a quarter, you know, on beds for those people who know about them juking days, my phone shakes violently. But it's infrared and it's night vision, so you know. But and a lot of people be up and they watch, you know what I'm saying? And I crack my window. So if it's 20 something outside this round, it could be about 40 something in here. And I love it because half the time I have my PJ bottoms and a lot of times I sleep butt naked, but like that when it was open, I have PJ bottoms on, no drawers. Or I'll have my Lamb's t-shirt and Lamb's drawers, boxers on, and you know, put a stocking cap on my cap, on my wig, and like be laid out looking like origami. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I wake up, blow my nose. Yeah, okay, cool. That's it. Take a cold shower. Sing, you know what I'm saying? And get the day going. Go outside, put some what do you call it? Black seed oil on the bottom of my pores, my feet to seal it off. So that's good getting in. Getting to the dirt because there's no telling what they're spraying. So it's closed off a little. I even have this latex skin that I could put on the bottom, just like these little things on the bottom of my feet. So I still make connection. And it's like second skin, like for burn victims or cuts. You know, that stuff they have now, that liquid skin. But it's by the Japanese. And I go outside, man. No drawers on, pajama bottoms or shorts, tank top, a t-shirt, 30, 40 degrees. I don't care. It's got to be at that time in the morning. I face the fictional north, do everything I do, breathing, my charms, my qualms, do certain things, cupping, you know, just to make sure, cleansing, as far as toxins with glands, all the way, you know, pushing everything out. Then I do like what's called trunk twist, little cloud hands, deep breathe. And when I charm, I know people like, how you do that long? What do you mean? I mean, I still hold my breath for 3 minutes, right? I could probably go longer, but I don't have to push it. That's why I tell y'all it's important to do these things. There are even some exercises to strengthen your knees. I just started doing them. If it works, I'm gonna be like, yo, VA, check this out. You know what I mean? And I might do a video, but first I got to see what happens in the first month of doing these exercises, because I think this has always been known. I know it's of Qigong. I just never really practiced it. Or Qigong. It was one of them, right? And I've seen it. I just was never into it because I'm like, man, my knee is bad. I ain't trying to make them worse. Then I don't need knee replacement, but like breakdancing, flipping, blah blah, long marathon running. Especially when you're big like me. Most people, there's nobody really my size running like the way I ran. You know what I'm saying? You know, 10, 15, 25 miles, like 200 and something pounds is just, you know, it's just, no. You know, I should be every bit of 175 at my height. 175, 170, 180 because of my bone density and structure. But, you know, it is what it is. I was a power lifter. You know, never a bodybuilder, but I was a power lifter. And I ate a lot of seafood, and I ate a lot of potatoes and oatmeal and all that crap. And, you know, that, and my favorite, you know, pastime was like pecan pie mama made. I love them little round donuts, the munchkins or whatever they call from back in the day. And ice cream. Now, sherbet was my thing growing up, but then, you know, Ben and Jerry's and all that came along, you know, Baskin Robbins. And the pistachio, you know, the peanut butter, you know, that was the thing that took off with me. And that, when you're working out, regardless, and I wasn't really hip to the sugar thing, not until like 15 years ago. I was just eating, man. I wasn't worried about all that, you know. I didn't have no food problem. I wasn't all, you know, now I don't care. When I lived on a reservation, I started to see the bread that we ate is, they get fried bread from us. I don't care. I even had to argue and tell them, you know, whole cake is the origin. And what most of the Louisiana and the Peliskins took from, you know, got from us. And fried bread didn't even exist. If you look at the diet of the so-called Navajos after 40 when they put them on the land from Fort Defiance, right? And in the boarding schools. They weren't there before that. I've sat down with the Hopis and other tribes and talked for a long time, even though they have amalgamated with the, you don't know about the wars on this land, it's hard for you to accept. It's just like my brother, y'all probably seen the picture I put up on his thumbnail, Cartrell. He's on the Pima reservation. When I was there, I used to argue with them guys and tell, you know, like talking with some of the people that don't, they have round eyes, and I'm showing them pictures like the original, you know, Pima with niggas. I don't care what, excuse the language, I don't care what anybody says. I've got over 340 pictures, 1920, 1990, 1920, and they weren't even allowed in the zoos, but the Mongol ones were, who were performing in the circus, but not those pictures. And I'm like, well, who was this? And we're talking about even partially colorized. We're talking about, I'm like, well, who are these guys with the round eyes? Like, you see the picture I put of my grandma and great-grandma, right? My Uncle Reggie Bumblebee, like my eyes, like, we're Asiatic, but I have shallow sockets. So mine stick out a little further, but they're really, you know, and it's not some new age Chinese. We're the original, like for all you in Louisiana and North Carolina, all that, you know, the little dark about this color who look like little Chinese folks and they ain't got no relation. It's the original people. All right. And so I got the original of the story I'm about to tell you. I've got about 250 pictures of the Paiute. And that's why some of them boys be arguing, them little pale skin, half Dutch, Portuguese, Sephardic, Spanish, or whatever. We know about James Brown. We know he's a real Apache. Oh yeah, full bred. And we know that Red Fox is part of the Apache bloodline. There's another tribe. But regardless of that, when you have the pictures and the written history, you can assimilate anybody, and we've already been over that. It's no hate because, hey, look, accept you for who you are if that's who you want to call yourself. But the reality is, if you don't want to know your truth, because some people have realized it, they're like, wait a minute, my grandma was, my grandma was black. She was the original bloodline, you monkey. And they go, what do you mean? I said, why don't you do some research? I said, I used to go see on it. I lived on not reservation, so I had to know blood types. A lot of guys were Marines and Army. Maybe 2 in the Navy, right? I only met 2 who had O positive blood, and they great grandpappy or they great grandmammy was a Negro. And I used to tell them, I don't know the rest of your bloodline. You're probably a relation of ours, Shemitic, but it's possible that you are such a composite, a mixture. Don't even worry about it, though, beloved. I was telling them, it's not. If you don't want to know your truth and you accept what you've been given, fine. But you're not going to deny the original people anything. And see, that's the problem. And I used to battle with them, you know? And sometimes I push them because I got a mouth. I make them want to fight. And then, you know, yeah. See, people could do all that internet stuff from a distance. Get up in my face. Let's see how it works out. Anyway, let's go ahead and get to this is what they put on here. This is not how we used to be about 15 years ago. It wasn't like this on the internet, y'all. I'm just letting you know. This is Nevada's mysterious cave of the red-haired giants. You know they're going to be talking about Lovelock Lake, whatever, Lovelock Lake, Cave. Why do you think they had Negro Bill Trail and all these places called after Negro? I'm just going to let it be at that. I wish Westside was in here to share some of that, what he learned. And some of you that have a little inside, come on. This is what they always wanted to deny. And they recently changed that. In Colorado, they changed it, removed Negro. I'm just letting you know something. It's these little worthless, all right, Ashkenaz, or whatever you want to call them. Who are they listening to? You really wouldn't want to know. But regardless of whoever it is that's guiding them, they don't like us. You feel me? And that's why they don't need you to be able to be the soul how you say it? They don't want you to acquisition your what you're capable of. They want you to stay disband and they want you to stay in delirium. They don't. If you was able to find out what you're capable of, oh man, they pack up and be running like a mug. Besides unleashing everything, trying to slow you down. Because if y'all really came into what you're capable of, even it's not too sure. But they need to keep y'all. Y'all are at the lowest of the low of your existence. You really are. Whenever I see some of y'all talking, like Umar is like one of the like the last person you really want to listen to. He don't know nothing. He is one of the weakest scabbards, just like Jesse Jackson and all them. Shao Sharp, those they are below you, and you're not even in that place of playing the game to betray or Trust me. You just allow yourself to tear up just a little bit. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into this reading. Nevada's mysterious cave of the red-haired giants. Okay. Anyway, Lovelock Cave has been what you call since 1924, right? Remember the guy who was going anyway, right? Is it the location of the Setka? Okay, the mysterious red-haired giants of Paiute legend. And what exactly are these giants prehistoric natives to this area or alien invaders? I told you that we're the invaders. I don't care what you want to believe. We are the invaders. By the narrative, going way back, but not destructive purposes. Now you got to remember that these giants were like 6'8", 7'4", maybe no taller than 10 or 13 feet. These are not the giants of old. These are like what you would consummate maybe the bad giants, human giants. You remember in Flatlanders, I was talking about the so-called North Polaris. The North Pole, nobody's been there, but it's not. It's the center. It's the South Pole. The North is going out towards where the ice wall is. And in order to believe in around heliocentric Earth, you got to see the center as the South. The North Pole, North Pole as the top, meaning that they want you to believe that's the northern pop, like the North is the top. North and South ain't got nothing to do with top or bottom. That is what they've conditioned you. Remember I was talking about math yesterday? You got to be brighter than what they've laid out before you. North is way out there. It's way over there. You can take that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's the North. Anywho, and I said they never been there. There's a big thing that goes into, and remember even in Most Confound Them, No Confusion, right? Beyond Antarctica. Remember, our land is pretty much the center of all this. Okay? Up by the picture. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying it's factual. This is for educational purposes with a little twist of maybe a little fantasy or whatever, right? We want to be, all right? Okay, let's go ahead and get into it, all right? A little more. Many Native Americans, which were once applied to the copper-colored races here, people, but now applied to the immigrants, right? So if it now applies to the immigrants, obviously somebody took something. They want to say we don't exist. And what do they do? Well, see how we're in the new age, they rather genocide everybody and control the media and the press and what the people say, so nobody has no say. Well, that's not working out too well. But that's also with a lead story. Well, that's another time. I was going to do this. Red-haired giants and how the ancestors fought terrible wars against these giants after first encountering them about 1,500 years ago. Even the Aztecs. I'm thankful that Kiramil did something on that because I get tired of hearing Olmec, Mayan, Aztec. I really do. The words are wrong. But anyway. Recorded their encounters with a race of northern giants when they ventured out on the exploratory expeditions. Their burial sites have reportedly been discovered on almost every continent. Who were these giants? Who have been unearthed in Virginia, New York State, Michigan, Tennessee, take me to another. Anyway, Arizona and Nevada. It's all over. Colorado, everywhere. Okay, New Mexico, whatever. Some places, these places didn't exist. But Lovelock Cave was previously known as Horseshoe Cave. We have Horseshoe Bend over here, just to let you know. There's another story for that. That's for another time. Because of its U-shaped interior, the cavern, located about 20 miles south of modern-day Lovelock, Nevada, is approximately 40 feet deep and 60 feet wide. And that's all a lie. It's bigger than that. It's an ancient cave. It's got all kind of stuff goes way down. It's an ancient cave that predates humans on the continent in prehistoric times. How would they know? Anyway, it lay underneath a giant inland Lahontan Lake, which once covered much of western Nevada. Now, geologists, liars, have determined that the lake's currents and wave action formed this cave. Bull. It's here that the supposed remains of the Seteka, not Sheke, giant humans, remember, were found in 1924. Well, if they were known before that, how were they found? Pelicans be just messing themselves up, y'all. And it's not all of them, but the ones that play the gamut of the Mason and all this other stolen stuff. You feel what I'm saying? The Paiute legend of the Seteka, but it's pronounced quickly. I've heard it a number of times. I don't like the way they pronounce it. The Paiutes, a Native American tribe indigenous to Nevada, told early white settlers, we weren't called white at that time, see what I'm talking about? Told the pale-skinned settlers about their ancestors' battles with the ferocious white albino redhead. It was albino. What? Listen, that's what the term was back then. Albino red-haired giants who were already living in the areas when the ancestors arrived. The Paiutes named them Seteka, or tool eaters. That means they ate people. You know what I'm saying? All right. Named after the fibrous water plants that the giants used to craft rafts to escape from the continuous Paiute attacks. It wasn't only the Paiutes that were fighting them, okay? Just be mindful. That's where the word Anasazi come from, our enemies, okay? They used these rafts to navigate across the dwindling Lake Lahontan. Because I say that because it's a fact, because the Nasdaq people were cannibalized. They fought against them as well. You got to remember they were fighting with them up until Civil War, pre-Civil War. See, this is where they get messed up and telling the truth about history, because even the Paiutes, they said they were fighting as far as the Sitakot. Anyway, they were fighting the Tartans. Look it up. Look it up, okay? I'm grateful that I'm starting to see a lot of people. They come over here and watch and don't say nothing. Y'all think you're slick. But you know what I'm going to start doing? Comment on your damn videos for thinking you're slick. Share the information, though. But don't be the bastards. They were known to capture the northern Paiute women when they visited... excuse me, I skipped. To escape from the continuous Paiute attacks. They used these rafts to navigate across the dwindling Lake Lahontan, also known as Sa'eh. They were known to capture the northern Paiute women when they visited the northwest side of Humboldt Lake to gather tool rushes for mats. You know what I'm talking about, right? By the lakes. I think two persons, White Hawk or whatever, I forget. Our brother Henderson, right, who makes a lot of stuff, doing an excellent job. He can pretty much show you if you follow him on Facebook or Instagram or whatever. I don't know if he has a YouTube channel, but yeah, he can show you what that looks like. Okay, excuse me, I'm burping the mushrooms now and the sauce. Anyway, the Seteka is pronounced different, but we're not gonna get into that right now. Were fierce giants who captured, killed, and ate the Paiute. Now, finally, after many years or so, the legend goes, many fierce battles took place before the Paiute finally rid themselves of this race of giants. So there's different races. We know that, okay? Who finally took refuge in a rock shelter when the enemy refused to capitulate. Now, the tribal chiefs had their warriors fill the entrance with brush. You know, they later, they set fire to it, right? And those who emerged were slain. The rest were presumed to have perished later due to an earthquake. Now, the cave entrance collapsed, leaving just enough room for bats to enter and make it their home. You know, bats, they leave a lot of guano because, they mine there. They went in there and mined in there in the 40s or whatever, because that's where you get that saltpeter or whatever it's called that you use for gunpowder. It's not just charcoal that you crush down. You don't activate it with lemon and all that stuff. You take the charcoal, you get the back guano, you cook it down, and you get the saltpeter and all that stuff, however they make it, which you can look that up online. All right, so I'm not saying nothing. I'm not showing you how to do it or anything like that. So they mined that, and that's when they were finding all these things and being dismissive and destroying. But you are aware it was the government, so they're going to give a layman's term as far as the story. I don't have to read them. I've known the story since I was a tyke. But like I said, They don't have to do all that. You know what I'm saying? But they do it anyway because they weren't all killed. The Kandahar giant. Well, that's real. Kilimanjaro and all these other mountains and areas where they quiet these here, because when you have an enemy, you have an enemy. That's why I am going to read in totality by itself the Delectable Negro. You need to have an understanding of what some believe. You got to remember, like King James. I mean, not King James, but this fake King Charles or whatever. When the fake Queen died, right? When they put that $3 billion crown on his head, right? Yeah, $3 billion. Like what we do. You know, they got to sit a certain way. You never looked at this seat with all those scratches and carvings and signets and spells and everything in it? I've never seen that. Well, that's right. You're not supposed to, because they're fake royalty and they can't have the real royalty knowing how to cast, to manipulate. So anyway, $3 billion. I just can't help it, y'all. That's pretty sad. But anywho, synthetic androgen, I mean, this is what they believe. They believe that they're of the ancient bloodline. And they're not, because the ancient bloodline still exists. And they're being pursued by idiots who don't know what's waiting them. I don't care if you're watching and you're so highly motivated to train, it don't mean nothing. Anywho, right? You would think that they would stop. When I say strong delusion, they are doing things, and the things they're doing to affect you is having effect on them to keep them. It doesn't matter what's said here, trust me. And there's no way they can pull out. It's just, there's a lot of things in this world that y'all have absolutely no clue about. And it's simple to correct everything. It's not a complicated task. No bloodshed or no nothing. But when you partake in stuff that you were never meant to, and you fancy yourself as the greatest lie ever installed, because they didn't invent nothing, you got to answer. You got to live up to it. It doesn't matter if you start running and blowing up everything as you leave. That only works in the circle environment of these little dumbass wars and what happened pre this and a little bit before that. I'm not going to sit there and throw no timelines. They know, and I think y'all got a good idea now. But the thing is, there's a lot of reality here, a lot of truth, and people who are privy to see some of these things. Where are they at now? They always pay the wrong ones to be silent. Fancy. It's fancy. All you gotta do is fancy something, and they're incapable. Saw that picture that I made the post showing you those are real. The caves and the cities and stuff all down. Miles. Miles. And y'all had the chance. Y'all had the chance. I figured it's very important because when we're reading this, right? Did I bring it up here? Let me see if I yeah, I got it right here. We're reading this, and remember I think it was the chapter 29, Sheki and the human giants seek the doors of Asgard, ancestral republic, the place that we originate from the source. Only a place that those of us with the human factor, not the human, but the factor of man and woman, as far as the nav goes, that's olive oil, excuse me guys, but return to, regardless of what goes on there. They have no clue. There's no, okay, but Sheki, remember there's a few names, and they all allude to those good human giants. The fact that they battled, in the first book, they battled giants like themselves. Are you getting it now? And who are they and where they come from? And yes, these ones know, but there are those that we could control. Now, you got to remember now, we don't look nothing like we did either now. Or you don't, right? And here, capable, but you're not allowing yourself, you're not applying it to be able to do the things that you're really capable of. Excuse me. And I've done my best to. And I know it's hard when you wake up in the AM and you're groggy, and you got this other thing over here that don't know what you're learning, and you got the children, and you believe that you're controlling without knowing you're not knowing that you actually help bring in your younger selves or your younger brothers and sisters. They are not your children as per se. They are the ones that you're supposed to nurture in the right way, to show them everything that you acquiesce and everything else, so they become part of the tribe in the fashion of your brothers and sisters. Just because you sexed up and popped some babies in, but the fact of what has been created and the illusion around you is ownership because of why? Documents, this, that, the struggles, things that aren't supposed to be happening, and therefore you're out of order. It's always about order. There's order to everything. Why am I saying this? Like I said, my Paul side, the Chickasaw, the Chickasaw were the ones that went out and chased and killed the bad giants. I know a lot more than this crappy story right here. All right? I know the plausibility and the reality. Anyway, I just wanted to come on and do that. I was going to read first thing in the morning because I was listening to some people talk. And I don't feel nothing, but I was like, wow, y'all, not you per se, but bipedal man, woman, damn, are dumb. Wow. Like in a bad way dumb. Like who? Like, oh. Teachers and professors are dumb. Like, oh, man. And I was listening, and you know how you listen. You don't have to. When I'm walking, I don't turn and look at you. Nothing. It's like I like a horn. Like I get it all. Like, and one thing I do is I go, and then somebody that knows me, like Rob, people like, "You okay?" Mm-hmm. Or you hear something, mm-hmm. And Rob always knows because he's seen me do things, and he's going, "How'd you?" Don't even ask Rob. Like when the people started looking that day, I looked at T and I was like, "Hey," and my back was to him, and I says, "Hey," and she goes, and she went to chase the people that just stole the liquor, and I went outside and I saw the van, the number, and everything, and I didn't look over that way. They ran from a corner. I just knew, and she was like, and then the other girl who was right by the door turned around and realized it, and I'm like, y'all, come on. But I got to remember, not everybody, you're not all in tune with who you are. I said enough. I'm going to go back, sit up on the back of that big barnyard bed of mine. I know this one will climb down beside me, and I'm going to skim through this and see what else, book of darkness and mysteriousness, I can read aloof with it for y'all's entertainment. Okay, because it is really something. I know it is. I just saw the PDF. I didn't want to download it. You can watch, you can read some of the stuff. And I was like, I gotta get this book. And that's why I said, you guys, hey, look, help me. A little small short book. They have a bigger one, but this is good. This is King James. Okay, and so that's what I'm gonna do here, and finish my little lemon lime water. I didn't want no ginger, and I'm gonna see you guys in the morning, man. Thanks for I think somebody donated. I'm not sure. I believe so. I think I sent you a heart. And I appreciate you listening, and I really do. I mean, it's Wednesday, or is it Tuesday? Was it Monday or Tuesday? It's Wednesday? I don't know what day it is, y'all. I don't. But anyway, Desmond King, appreciate it, beloved. He hit me with the dime. So that's, man, 5, 4, and whatever, man. I love it. Appreciate you. So, and the last, we like I said, we had Devon, Elysian Smith, Nicholas Ganja. Y'all know him as Ganja. Oak, Orlando, and Desmond King. Appreciate it. So, when that gets to right close to, it's almost kind of like a little less than half, because I ordered that one book. I didn't buy it. Ordered that one book I shared with y'all. I'll go ahead and I'll deposit that because it's going to cost. I want to keep it below the $1.23 or 75, whatever. So I can't let it go too high to deposit in the account, so that because it gets up there, it'd be like $3 or $4. I'm like, I can match it. I'm just saying, you know. And somebody was like, "Yo, what do you mean?" I was like, "God damn, man. I'm not gonna keep flashing fake ass worthless dollars in front of people to prove something, you know. Like people come over and they be like, "What you doing?" And I'm sitting there holding a band with a yellow stripe, so you know what that is, right? And I'm like, I gotta go put this somewhere. And they're like, "Hey," I'm like, "Oh, I'm not gonna ask for nothing, then you shouldn't have saw nothing. Just because I had it in my hand don't mean it's a speakeasy." And they be like, I'm like, no. Cure Meal, love him to death. He ordered me. He's going to do some more, but I want him to take his time. I want to make sure everything is good where he's at because it's going to get a little rough. And they don't have firearms and stuff like that. And so if you go on his page, hit him up with a few dollars, man. You know, help him out because he does a lot of work. And you got to remember, he's in Costa Rica. He's not in Boston, people. And you know, help our brother out to keep moving forward because it's a wonderful thing. See, right now I got some stuff I gotta go ahead and I need to deposit this because I don't like walking around with cash in my pocket. That's why I have 3 cards. So it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? But I like to keep at least always in your pocket. You always want to keep about 50, maybe 100 if you're driving a truck or something. Not saying this to answer, and make sure that your deductible on your vehicle is 500. So I'm gonna take this full 100 and go and deposit that, so that way you know it's where it needs to be at. And my boy just gave me $30 too. I don't know what for. I forget because I don't be thinking about when I give somebody. So that's downstairs up in front of the TV. I'm gonna take and put that in there. Just keep putting it wherever it need to be at, and you know, I don't like I said, carrying stuff. I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna keep dropping some stuff. You know, I'm gonna keep sharing stuff. Kirmia has a Patreon. I have one, but I have not the numbers to be able to go live and stuff. I think Ganja and Snoo are paying, and I'm like waiting for everybody else, so we can really get down over there. I can really get some stuff out. Now they'll be watching over there too, but yeah, you know what I mean. And I haven't even uploaded nothing lately because people are being stubborn. I mean, I'm going to upload some things. I can put over some like 5-minute stuff and all that. So I've got some things I want to lay out over there, and I make a couple of like 3-minute, like to the point videos and put up one there. But yeah, you know, until then, you know what I mean. They keep wanting to do what they're doing, and I'm a mathematician. I know the hypocrisy of the so-called math system, the fraud that it is. But even YouTube is being kind of grimy. It's like what these fake Ashkenazis do. They're trying to do some stingy stuff. I haven't gotten paid by them. I guess the first one will be coming up next month, and they're trying to hold it at a point. And I'm like, I got more likes, I got more subscribers, I've got more comments, more views. I'm like sitting there going, what's wrong with your math? Oh, that's right. As I stated in the beginning, they got rid of my TikTok account, right? And they ain't do nothing. They ain't do nothing wrong. I broached upon their fake contract, and I hurt their little girly feelings. We're talking about the men that aren't men. I hurt their little girly feelings, and they were like, how? Well, they set themselves up. Fat ass. You fat ass Nick. Let me shout you guys out. I appreciate y'all coming. Where's my Patreon at? Putting all that up in there, baby girl. So get y'all over there so we can go there and hit it off, you know? Oh, salute. What's going on, family? What's going on, beloved? Rhonda? What's happening, Nafi? What's happening, beloved? Mikey Cox? Salute, beloved. It's good to have y'all up in here. $6. I hit y'all earlier, but I'm going to hit you again. Is it all right? Snoo, what's going on, love? How you doing, baby girl? Marcus Williams, what's going on, beloved? What's happening? Did you see the invisibility cloak with the Chinese? Oh, man, we had one, too. Go back like 10 years. Look it up. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing new. JB, tribe, what's going on, beloved? Always. What's good, tribe? All my tribe. T. Hines, what's good, Sid and Nelly? Everything's grand, beloved. You know what I'm saying? That's what we gotta do, man. Lloyd Carlo, whatever on that shit. What's happening on Agadori? What's going on? Marlon King, Kimling second. Bread and butter. Jay Davis. Oh no, hey man, we're gonna like I said, we're gonna do what we can, man. We're gonna do the best we can. I'm reaching out, talking to people and everything. We're gonna do. It's the brother right there, man. I was like, where you at, man? Mission in action, bruh. So, like I said, original Lone Wolf was up in here, and who's the sister? Cherokee. And she don't never say nothing. I wish she was up in here. I could probably hit Lloyd too. He might know some stuff, but everybody's got. Y'all, this is the brother that was on OG Phillies live. For those who was in there and know what was going on with his significant other that was in the live who spoke. I actually saved the video. I didn't download it. I got to do it on my laptop. If it's downloadable. And we have another thing in Texas where the system is transgressed of lies and inferiority and stole away somebody's child based upon another lie of opiates or whatever you want to call them. Yet I know many individuals who still have their family members from that time period, and most of these people in these firms and magistrates and police, many of them do drugs. But we'll have that. We'll do that on the podcast. We'll have the brother come on and we'll have him speak because hearing the sister tell the story over and over until she gets to a certain level is a very painful ordeal. So we'll have the men do a roundabout and the sisters who may have known somebody or have been through something or know of something, because sadly every state is not of the union as it's supposed to be, or of the republic, and it should apply everywhere as by the Bill of Rights and the Constitution. And because the system is so perverted on our land, it goes against who we are, and that's the reason why it exists, and that's why we must learn other ways. We won't have no ignorant ass sitting up on there running their mouth all feminine, running with some blackness and all that. We won't tolerate that. That actually happened, and I was ready to leave because I don't like that ignorance when it comes to our people and anyone actually, especially when it's lies. You dig what I'm saying? But anyway, that's another time. I hope y'all appreciated the little insight on the Paiute. A lot of people have stories going back to ancient times, not the people you see now. And who you think would be upset with y'all and angry with you? You know what I mean? Eradicate your history, then put you in a position, slowly devour you, enjoy that delicacy while manipulating and showing people other things that they might not know about because the earth shook, deluge, flooded, or whatever it may be. Okay? Let me see here. Greetings, beloved. T-Berry, boy, what's going on, beloved? What's cracking, man? You need to stay up in here, man. How you going to have a wrench and I'll be coming on up in here, bruh? What's going on, beloved? What's cracking? What's cracking? Yes, sir. What's the name of that book? I showed it, right? It's the King James, the first. It's demonology. You know I have all kind of stuff on witches, demons, blah, 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 blah. But yet, there are some things that can be succulent, that have a little more controversy to it. All right? But you know one thing, people, if you have a religion, I hate religion, but if you have a deeper understanding of the stories, magnifico. And there's some reality, there's some truth there, and you really need to embrace not the theology side, because that's the perversion that locks you into so many lies that can be manipulated and twisted and spun all kind of ways. All right, so we're gonna keep breaking things down so you become the light the Hawa that you are. Remember, that's not a word. That's a sound, a frequency, a vibration. Any of y'all got? Any of y'all have the mic that works like an oscilloscope where you can test that sound by saying Hawa? It's just like when you breathe. Ha. It's like saying the creation's name because you are the creator. Not taking away from things of origin. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? It's deeper. You should join the Kill Me on Ronald's channel. Yeah, Ronald's got a channel too, god dang it. That's right. And watch his ads, kinfolk. Watch the ads, please, please. I'm asking y'all in the most hospitable, nicest way. I watch everybody else has got ads. I'm sitting there like that. Why he got that ad on there? He must not have copied and pasted and got the little, what you call it, select the ads he want to show. Oh, okay. My ads is just simplistic, you know what I'm saying? But please watch the ads. It's not going to kill you. It's like a minute, 2, 3 minutes, like, fuck. Out of how many minutes in a day? Come on, y'all. What? Oh, you know, oh, fathead, Baba. It sounds like Papa, right? Baba, little bro? Yeah. Make YouTube pay Red for his work. Nah, that'd be nice. Where's your Patreon? I don't see it. What do you mean? Okay, I'll go ahead and get it in there again, okay? Because I thought it was up in my... It probably on my other channel. I'll go ahead, Patreon, and get it all and edit and put it up on my, what you call it on here, okay? I thought it was up there. Okay, I feel kind of retarded. Alicia Cooper, Grand Elevations of Grand Ascension. What's going on, Cidanelli? It's good to see you. What's going on, beloved? Joe, I'll make sure to update it, okay? I think it's not on my tablet. I don't want it on there either. I'm not reading demonology. I'll let you read it to me. Yo, hush. I'm gonna read it to you. I'll read it to you personally. Get that plane ticket. I take that old cross-country road trip. Okay. All right. Be careful of some of these books y'all read. Be careful that you don't put curses on you. Exactly. Be mindful. Don't be just going reading a whole lot of everything and anything, y'all. Don't do it. Listen to what baby girl's saying. Trust me. If you can't accept what she's saying, and trust in me, don't do it. Don't play with it. Well, I got some books for you. I got some books, y'all. Let me see if this one over here. Let me see if this. No, I'm gonna show that one. No, you don't get to see that one for sure. I ain't trying to have it. The books of 5 rings if you want to educate yourselves. I asked a lot of native, so-called these New Age native members, what's the wigwam and longhouse? And you know, there's a lot of white pale skins making our stuff over in Europe and here. And I'm like, ain't no Mongolian. Mongolians teepees and yurts. I already said there's enough movie information that proves the fact. If you want to think about the Crimean Wars, go and look at it. There's enough videos. The fall of Tartary. Who was causing the wars and who were they fighting? You dig what I'm saying? I might have me a cup of Rise coffee. Let me see. Was that book over here? Now, a lot of you know that I'm reading some stuff that you could read. Now, I think beloved sister picked up some of the books. Baby girl, what's her name? But anyways, a lot of y'all know that I've been reading James Halliwell. I've been reading the Regis poems of Halliwell manuscripts. We're talking about the broken columns in the Masonic series, you know. Okay? If y'all remember that, you remember that from a movie, right? And the Gospel of the Holy 12, an original and complete gospel written down and published by the late Reverend G.J. Josley, a new edition with introduction and notes by E. Francis, check this out, Udny, priest of the liberal Catholic Church. That's some very dark individuals, okay? You don't want to play with stuff that you're not meant to. I actually read a couple of videos in the past, some of that out of the Masonic series, which is the poems, and yeah, okay, and the Gospel of the Holy 12. I'm definitely going to get into that. I'm going to read that. I'm waiting for this Maccabees. Well, you know I have all the crap, but I mean, I'm waiting for this other Maccabees book that can help me out when you get to when you start getting to lections, like 60, lections 50, 61, lections, you know, when you, the sections, lections, when you start reading these things, you start realizing there's another pundit to everything as far as how they want to paint the picture. When we get into it, you'll know. Okay? Anyway, I appreciate y'all coming in as usual. I keep my suspect curse books locked up. Yeah, stop being scary, honey. Let fear itself. All right? Okay? Be careful, yes. But anyway, I appreciate y'all coming in. The donation's still there. I appreciate them coming in. The book's going to be trickling in. They got them all these different days coming in. Hopefully we can go ahead by this weekend and we'll have it all there. I don't know, but it's 2 weeks now. Anyway, appreciate y'all. I'm going to go ahead, go down here and make me a little rise coffee. Go back, sit up here and read this book. I threw it up there and I'm going to enjoy that. And we'll see y'all in the AM. All nothing but the utmost respect and appreciation for you guys. I hope I didn't swear too much, honestly. And the little video I gave you singing that song, it's one of my favorite songs, y'all. And I know it's black and white, so somebody got a problem with the little green screen? Yeah. I like to sing a lot, y'all. Snoo will tell you, I actually can sing. I just, but appreciate y'all, and see y'all in the AM. All right?